So I figured I'd show the current state of things. So here I am, this is our road, and this is what my driveway looks like. And I point upward so you can't see my license plate because I've probably already shown it on camera, but try to avoid that. So we'll just point upward until you get past the vehicle. So the current situation is that got this tent. It's a more of a canopy thing, and that is kind of my external storage. It's kind of a mess in here because I really haven't gotten settled. I don't really plan on getting settled into here too much. And then here we've got the tent I've been living in, which I've shown in some videos, and it's really messy. It looks like a bomb went off in there because it's been raining and it leaked because I figured out what part of the problem was, is that I had my bed and my desk pushed too far up against the walls, and so it wasn't able to shed water because it has like these lips around the edges, and if you push out the bottom wall, it doesn't have the ability to shed water, and so it sheds it into the wall, and it gets everything wet. So moving the stuff inward a little bit fixed it, but everything's still wet and messy. So I'm not going to show too much of that, but just showing kind of the principle of how this is set up. No electricity here. Everything is on batteries, but my family is right across the road, so I can go charge stuff if I need to. This is kind of this is my private part of the land. It's about 4 acres. And when you come up the driveway, you come into this little clearing. And then you come around. And that, without the tent in the way there, it would be a complete loop that would go all the way around. But because there's a tent there, the loop is just kind of a one-way thing. But then you come around here. I was going to put the tent in this clearing, but it's been kind of nice because it's summertime to keep it out of here, and also it makes it easier for us to work on this. That's all wood that has been piled up. That was a big wood pile there. It's still got some debris. These sticks, these stakes, that one and that one, and there's one more over there. They mark out, you can kind of see it, where the house is going to go roughly. It's not going to be quite that big. It's going to be about a 16 by 20, and it's going to have a 12-12 pitch on the roof, and a loft, and it's just going to be a dry cabin. And there is an electric pylon here, but it's not hooked up. So all the makings for a comfortable place. There's some interesting things like the land continues a ways that way, but it kind of drops off over there. Got this big pit here. It's very muddy here. The soil's really soft. Not a whole lot of rock or anything. Yeah, just kind of working on it. And there's some neat things like those 2 trees there that are twisted together. It's kind of cool. Those should be visible out one of the windows. There we go. Come on, Rusty. But pretty cool spot. It's kind of a panoramic view of what it looks like here, and the trees are pretty tall. It's very, I mean, they're not giant trees. They're actually pretty skinny and spindly because they're a little bit too dense. They need to be thinned out. That's a trail over there. but pretty beautiful place. There's bears. I see deer on the road on a regular basis. There's cougars, I guess, and several varieties of trees and quite a bit of biodiversity in the understory. The soil here is, I think, pretty good. You know, being that it's composed of decomposing organic material. There's the tent from the side. Most of this looks like this when it's not all cleared out. It's very dark, and it's not typically this wet, but it's just kind of raining right now. But it doesn't rain that much here. It more snows a ton. It's more of a, you know, northern kind of a climate thing going on. Anyway, that's where I'm at. That's the setup for now, and we're about to get a lumber mill here, hopefully, and maybe work with one of the neighbors to help mill lumber as well, and start milling lumber for the house out of just logs. Well, sorry, cabin, dry cabin. Have to clarify that as a dry cabin. But yeah, about to get going, and pretty exciting stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye now.